I'm gonna get to chill. So we were talking about how Fortnite has pervaded society, like the social circles of children, to the extent where if you don't play Fortnite, like you're not cool anymore, and like I'm all for video games becoming like an accepted thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the fun thing about it when I was a kid was that it wasn't the norm, and you were doing something different, and you know you weren't like everyone else, even though you may have been pressured to be like everyone else. You had your own like thing, and because video games used to be a subculture. It wasn't always a thing where sorry, hold on. Like video games were not meant to, but when I was growing up, video games were sort of the escape from the shittiness of, you know, just life and just school life and all that stuff.
I agree.
And now like it's pervaded so much into that whole life to where you're like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like if you're gaming but playing the wrong games, you're still like fucked with, I'm sure. Rock Mario. That's a new one.
Adorbs.
I like it better if he was The Rock.
Yeah.
But as Mario?
He is a rock lobster.
Mario's not from Iraq. He's from Italia.
Oh,
it's a metal Jigglypuff that we're fighting. Because it's rock.
Mario could have immigrated to Italy from Iraq. We don't know his life.
Oh my god. Watch that. If that was like a canon thing, that'd be the funniest thing ever.
I know, right? Anyway, sorry.
Mario's from Iraq. That sounds like a fucking BuzzFeed article.
Oh yeah, it does!
What if Mario was from Iraq? Like, did Mario immigrate from Iraq? Oh my god.
He clearly did.
Oh my god. Max Goof is now a lumbersexual. I hate my life. I hate people who fucking purvey that shit and present it as like fact.
I
like,
hate it when authors
stupid.
or like people say, "Oh, this character's actually this."
Yeah, I believe this thing about a fictional medium is true because I want it to be true. Oh god!
That's the issue I have with J.K. Rowling these days. Like she keeps on saying that like certain characters were this or that. Yeah. Like this minority thing.
But like you have to accept it because it's coming from the author.
Yeah.
But it sounds like something that a fucking fan would say.
Yeah.
He's become a mark for himself.
And like I'm all for like, you know, being proud of what you've done, stand by your stuff, but like she can't escape what like that, and I feel like she needs to.
Right, I think she needs to just go live, just shush, go to her fucking $1 million house and live off of her fucking Potter dollars till she dies.
Exactly.
Like, you've contributed more than anybody could hope to contribute to the world in their lifetime.
Exactly.
With Harry Potter, like there's nothing. You don't need to keep like say like you know,
virtue signaling.
Well, yeah, that too, of course. But like, you don't need to keep adding more shit or like just piping in about this is actually a thing when like it just feels like you're somehow trying to like what more do you possibly have to gain from being like his character was actually gay or something like what like the series is over, like what do you possibly have to stand to gain from all these new like additives to the fucking series?
And Cursed Child I heard was crap.
I'm sure.
So like.
Well, I heard some people liked it, but from what I read, it's not like...
I heard that the book was awful, but the play was okay.
Because the book was written in the format of a play, which is harder to digest for traditional readers.
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably going to like it as much, obviously.
Yeah, but I heard
it was a dumb idea to begin with. It was a dumb idea to begin with.
Yeah.
Can I go up the slope?
Yeah, it seems so fanficky. It's awful.
Yeah.
Let's go that way.
When all your characters are...
other way.
Up the grass?
Yeah, up the grass.
Okay. Yeah, pipe. Should we go on the pipe or should we go to the right?
Let's go to the right.
Okay. Team Chaotix, the fucking go-to standard of shitty, extra, unimportant Sonic characters. Look at these fuckers. This is the reason why we have all these fucking fan characters created
Sonic
by people.
shoes.
Exactly. I won't say it was the root cause. I'll say Sonic as a whole was the root cause for that because, like, as good as his design is, it lended itself way too easily to like shitty fan art characters. And then we have Sonic 2.
And like going back to J.K. Rowling, you can say all you want that like, you know, Hermione can be a black chick, but she clearly wasn't in the way you described her.
Sure, or in the way she was illustrated.
Yeah.
The illustrations that you had to okay before the book was published didn't draw her as a black lady.
Yeah.
And like whatever, like who cares if she is, who cares if she isn't?
Yeah, like.
Oh hey, his crown. I got his crown.
Nice.
He threw it and he lost it.
But like you can't just say that like people always say that like Lavender was whitewashed, but like she wasn't. Like how do you know who was Lavender in the old movies versus the 6th movie? How do you know?
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
She wasn't important in those ones.
Yeah.
It's recasting. Who cares if it's a fucking white person or a black person?
Exactly.
If it was cast to a black person, nobody would care. That is fucking biased, and I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
I don't care if anyone's like, oh, it doesn't count if you're the oppressed group, but it's like, if you still feel oppressed after fucking, a tiny little bug, we're fighting a bug.
God.
We're fighting a bug. I don't know. You're the one who's keeping those grievances going. I feel like the rest of us have moved on.
Yeah.
And the sooner you move on, the sooner we can progress as a fucking people and a species.
Yeah.
He's literally tiny. he's fucking microscopic.
I feel like you should be able to kick your ass then.
He's also at 300% damage. If I tap him, he's dead. Watch. Just swatted him. That was the easiest fucking challenge thus far. That's hilarious. I'm Poppy Bros.
Fuck Poppy Bros.
Poppy Bros. I miss the old classic Game Grumps days when they were singing about Poppy Bros. Poppy Brothers Jr. Alright. Model X. Motherfucker not. Should we go to this town?
Yeah, let's go to this town.
Okay. Fuck, dude. When's Harry Potter gonna be in Smash?
Never, because that's normal.
The day we add fucking Steve from Minecraft or Fortnite guy into Smash in any capacity is the day I just quit altogether and stop playing. Like, I'm impressed they put Shovel Knight in there. People were bitching because he wasn't a playable character, but it's like, the fact that he's in there at all is fucking, is crazy. Yeah, like, you would never expect, like, let alone having third-party non-Nintendo characters in there, having like indie game characters like represented at all.
Yeah,
that's fucking huge. Like that says a great deal about like where the gaming industry is at this point.
Yeah.
And like, who cares if he's playable or not? Like the fact that he's in there at all is a massive statement.
It really is. It's so cool.
Also, the character Shantae, who's another famous indie game character, is a spirit in this, and even still, that's fucking huge too.
That's awesome.
Like fucking yeah, like. These games that started out as just, in indie fucking games.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be opposed to an Undertale themed like stage, like if it's like you're fighting on the platform. The platform is like the fight setup, the screen, like the combat screen.
Yeah.
And just going on in the background. I'd be fine with that, but given the fact that Undertale characters don't move or emote all that much, like physically.
Yeah.
They sort of just talk and they're stationary in their poses.
Yeah.
You can't really have a shit. You can't have a full-on character like moving around and doing stuff when we have no idea how that character would move in IRL. Monita from fucking Nintendo World, good times.
Adorable.
GG, good game. Good game is not that match, but just that game's good. Nintendo World, Nintendo Land, sorry. Speaking of Nintendo Land, you hear that? Is it Universal or who is it that's developing a Nintendo-themed theme park?
Probably Universal.
Yeah, I don't think it couldn't be Disney.
No.
I think it was like Universal or one of those
or maybe. I know that Disney. I don't know who it was, but someone's making Harry Potter World.
Well, that already exists.
Yeah.
At Universal Studios. Friggin' the Wizarding World of Harry Potter has been around for years.
I have never gone.
Been either.
I would like to go, so I can laugh at all the stupids.
All the grown-ass people who look like they haven't seen the light in 10 years.
Exactly.
And look like fucking stupid the hipster-ass douchebags walking around in their freaking hair in their Gryffindor Hufflepuff
I will admit that I
outfits.
am naturally pale.
Right.
But you can
not because you're a shut-in. You were born that way.
Yeah.
Not
and
because
I have freckles that show that I have been outside.
I'm talking about the fucking living in your parents' basement type people.
So Daniela levels of pale.
Are we insulting Daniela now?
We are not. No, we are not insulting Daniela. I'm just saying that she's really white.
Right, but I'm not talking about people who were born pale.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the people who don't go outside and fucking are antisocial and fucking stupid and awkward or whatever. That still have this morbid obsession with something that most of us have grown out of at this point.
So Chris-chan.
Yep, the Chris
Okay.
Chans of Harry Potter.
Yep.
And they exist. They absolutely exist.
They do. Wait, what?
No.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Can't say
Sorry. I love you.
that. You're allowed to like whatever you want.
You are.
In my personal opinion, I think Harry Potter. Wait, hold on. Bah! Sorry, I need to censor that out.
Sorry.
But I personally think Harry Potter has become a bit too infantile for me.
I agree.
Like I loved it as a kid.
Same.
But I've grown out of it, and if you haven't, whatever. Like
yeah,
that,
like I'll still read the books.
If that's your thing, that's your thing.
I'll still read the books like if I go home, like
Yeah.
for Christmas, I'll still read like a book, but that's about it.
Sure. But there are people who still are like creepily obsessed with this series. It's been over for like what?
10 years.
Almost 10 years. Wow, it's gotta be.
The last movie came out in 2011, so almost 10 years.
Yeah. No. Am I heavy? Shit. Ow. No! Ah! I almost avoided it.
Oh.
I have to focus, because that was one of those stages. There's different, like, styles of stages sometimes, where, like, you'll notice patterns of, like, how it works. So I think in this one, like, the guy I have to kill, like, just runs from me, and I get attacked by, like, the other person.
Yeah.
Like, I have to kill Dr. Mario, but Rob is the one attacking me.
Yeah, okay.
So I have to focus on killing Dr. Mario, because he's not gonna try and kill me. He's just gonna run from me.
Why is Dr. Mario not trying?
Oh, well, I guess he's representing the character Hal Emmerich from Metal Gear Solid. So
Okay.
He's like a professor, like a scientist.
Okay.
So he won't want to fight. He just want to like run from you.
Yeah.
So. Freaking Rob no-selling my fucking offense.
Well, that's because he's a robot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Metal Gear Solid has the robots, and
Yeah.
that's why he has the big robots helping him. No. Get over here. Die, you bitch. No. Can I just like turn to a rock and hide from everything? Wait. Okay, I survived. Thank God.
Proud.
Over here, Mario. Die. What? How did that kill you? Ah, yeah, you're dead. Hi.
I love Kirby.
He's the greatest. I need
You look so German, sir.
He probably is. I haven't played enough of the game. Enough of these games to know all the characters.
Well, I don't know anything about it, and he looks extremely
I
German.
mean, Emmerich. What kind of name is Emmerich?
It's very German.
Definitely European. Harriet.
It's German AF.
Where should we go? One second. I think there might be something over here we can do.
What's that? Down like that little side street. Wait.
Yeah, hold on. No, I can't look at the whole, like... It's just another way to the, I've been here before. Let's do this part. What's that about? Oh, yeah. And then there's people who are, like... As far as this... Back on the Smash thing, because it's Smash.
Yeah.
There are still people who, unironically, for some goddamn reason, think Goku should be in Smash.
Really? Why?
When it's like that.
He's not even a video game
Exactly.
character.
That's even though he's been in video games, that does not mean he should be in Smash. Smash is about video game characters, not anime characters, manga characters, whatever. And anyone who legitimately wants that is a fucking retard.
I agree.
And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. That is just how it is.
Anyway, next time on Games and Chill.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. Yeah.
Sorry.
On the line. I'll kill you.
I'll kill you, bitch.